Flip Devils. Back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today are on the video. 311 sucks balls, brah. Danny Filth is more metal than Tom Warrior based on what I see. Sure as fuck is. Doubt fucking goddamn Tom G owns fucking Mayhem Death Crush or Beharit drawing down the moon. Not even sure if he's even fucking heard him. So the fact that Danny at least owns Death Crush, says he does anyways, and fucking references goddamn drawing down the moon, that literally makes him more metal than Tom G in my book. Because literally Tom never mentioned anything. Nothing came out of his mind in a sense that he likes or he was influenced by that was even slightly underground, slightly fucking heavy. It was all just like classic rock shit. And that's cool, but it's like, oh, this guy's even listening to fucking metal. So yeah, as far as who's more in the metal, from what I'm hearing, sounds like Danny Filth to me. Anyways, first question marks I'm seeing. Jody Gins, goddammit. Question. I listened to the Static Noise interview. Good. How many other devils listen to Static Noise interview? Good stuff. Did you ever think that there would come a day that you'd be getting asked for interviews? Never thought about it, but if you would have asked me, I would have probably said no. And become more of a well-known figure in the metal community, question mark. How does it feel now that it's happening? Um, I kind of don't really think about it, to be honest with you. And honestly, I don't really consider myself a well-known figure because, in the sense, like I'm just one of you guys. So, like any of you guys knowing me, it's no different than when I would go to a show before even having Hells as a teenager, and the other metalheads there, you knew them, and they knew you. To me, it's the same concept. It's just on a worldwide, like for the world. Just more metalheads I know, because I'm by no means like a well-known. Like I don't go into fucking the gas station or grocery store or anything like that. Some J Dog, yo, fucking dog, hit that iron fist, goddamn it. I mean, that's never, not one time, fucking happened. The closest it's ever happened is the dude that worked at Walmart came up to me, but again, it was he just happened to be working there, and granted, I mean that's kind of a similar scenario. I didn't know him. He was an older guy too, and he was shooting the shit to me about records and shit like that. Said he's ordered from Hells and watched the videos and things like that. So in a public setting, that's only happened one fucking time. So to me, I'm not like I'm not really a known. I'm just one of you guys. I just so happen to do fucking YouTube videos that literally any one of you can do too, because all I do is fucking hit record. Just do it on your fucking shitty ass cell phone. You're probably a better cell phone than me. Well, I'm supposed to be getting a new goddamn phone. Don't know what the fucking hold up on that is. Um, so I just record on my laptop, hit record, and just upload it to YouTube. It's just that little fucking right thing in the corner. It says upload. I think it says upload. I think it says it's like a little video fucking thing. Hit that and just kind of I give it the title and next. That's all I fucking do. And they'll ask all the shit that looks more complicated. It is. I just hit next. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. You know that one, Devils? Pretty goddamn fucking funny. That's what I do, and it just goes up. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So in a sense of like known and like, am I? To me, I'm just what I mean. I'm nobody special. That's for goddamn sure. Justin Vermillier. Love the Sinister shirt. Diabolical Summoning, my friend in metal. Fuck yeah. If you don't like Diabolical Summoning, take a goddamn fucking hike as far as I'm concerned. You're into pussy shit, brah. That's one of the death metal greats. I don't even think it's debatable, goddammit. And Tom Warrior, forget likes it or owns it. He's never even fucking heard it. Guaranteed. Goddamn question marks on here, Devils. I figured you'd be lighting them up on this fucking talk. I mean, people. Look, the devil, Danny Filth building up the Cavalt points. Sure is. Like I said, between the interview I seen with him and the one with Tom G, I was like, I just got the vibe. I was like, I would just jive better with Danny too. I don't know. It just sounds like we have just more in common. Granted, there's 2 5-minute interviews, so don't completely hold it to me. If there's a complete canoe outside of that, then that's not the case. But I didn't get that vibe. Here's some goddamn question marks. Dave Frappe Crew. Yo, J Dog, any plans for represses? Any hopes to get a repress of Hymns of Indigestible Separation? Question mark. Yeah, actually, I think it is on the agenda. I think it's on this year's agenda. The Our schedule to repress that again. I've been looking for a good bit, but can't seem to find it at a good price. Tell you, devils, when I show you these, like when I show you these goddamn LPs, especially these comeback J-Dog LPs, Morg Artgore LP should be here soon, goddammit. Probably in, I think this month, February. I think that's what it says. I know they're pressed, I know they're done. Sitting at the goddamn plant. I mean, you sit on these, I'm telling you, they're going to sell out, and they're going to go for higher money on Discogs. And my book, at least in this subgenre, they're already fucking classics. It's like, gotta have it, bros. So don't snooze. The old saying, you snooze, you lose. Be quick or be dead, right? Andy Zuleta. Shout out to you, Rob. I haven't seen you a little bit, or at least I haven't commented. I mean, maybe you comment. You seem like you comment regularly. Maybe I just didn't read off one of your comments in a little bit. Well, hell yeah. Maybe you haven't put goddamn question marks in there. You didn't get the fucking memo. More question marks, goddamn it. J-Dog, how'd you guys get in contact with the original members of Beast of Warlust / Destroyer 666 so you guys could reissue their catalog? My friend would always play it, and it's one of those early war metal stuff. I actually enjoy it now. I bought the OG Modern Invasion press on CD since you guys are out of stock, waiting on an OG long sleeve from an older devil. How did we get in touch with them? I remember roughly when we did. It's Chase that talks to him, so I'm going to make the guess. I think it was around the time when Cemetery Urn was just starting up. It was before that. I want to say, if I had to make an educated guess, I can't remember. It probably had something to do with Glenn from Destructor, just being another Aussie. It's probably like, oh, yeah, I know them mates. Shot him our way. I remember when Chase told me we were in contact with them, and we might be reissuing Beast of Warlust, and I think I even said, maybe let's try to work with Destroyer 666, but even then I thought it was maybe outlandish because at the time, this is definitely in the early 2000s, I remember even the Beast of Warlust, thought maybe that wouldn't even be possible. Like, it's a little bit too big for our britches, right? I don't remember exactly how. I want to say that was probably around 06, 07, maybe 08 at the latest, somewhere in that area. But Chase would be able to answer it probably pretty easily. I'm sure you remember because he was the one in contact with them. But if I had to make a guess, probably Glenn, because I know we talked to Glenn. I've never actually talked to Glenn because I don't think I've ever talked to him in email. I don't think so. But I met him at our Death Bash. Probably the only time Destructor goddamn Australia, goddamn it, that ever played the U.S. was our head bash. I'm assuming maybe they did one other show after. I think they might have. The guys themselves were not what I was expecting in a good way. I thought maybe they'd be kind of standoffish for no reason. Just I don't know. I don't even know why I'm called that. Standoffish, maybe not have much to say. Maybe kind of cavalt. Wasn't like that at all. Especially Glenn. He was super fucking friendly. I guess he says what he does for a living. He's a car salesman, used car salesman. If I got that wrong, Glenn, then I stand corrected. I thought that's what I remember you saying. I was gonna say. So he kind of had that kind of friendly energy to him the whole time. Really talkative and just upbeat. Kind of that. And I wasn't expecting that. He was really cool. The drummer was really cool too. I forget his fucking name. I don't think he was on everything though. Do you remember? Those were the two guys I talked to. But anyways, obviously we worked with Destructor for quite some time. Nuclear Storm. Shit, that was that our third release, the CD? I think it was Spawn of Satan Blood 6 CD. And the Core Horror Abigail split CD, and then I want to say the third release was Destructor Nuclear Storm. Might be forgetting something, but it was definitely very, very early on, and I think that is correct. So, fuck, what year was that even? Goddamn, Nuclear Storm, that was what? I don't know, 01, 02, 03, something in there. Very, very early on. So, Glenn was the first one we were kind of in cahoots with from Australia, so that'd be my guess. But don't know, can't remember for sure, to be honest with you. Metal Musician 6996. J-Dog, I agree with the YouTube commenter about Perdition Temple. When I saw them with CC, Perdition Temple blew CC off the stage. Super energetic on stage. Wow, I blew him off the stage, brah. There ain't nobody blowing off Cannibal off the goddamn stage. I've never seen it. Little over 90. Question, have pressing plans for vinyl records starting to increase production time? Yeah, they're slowly but surely getting better. A couple of the smaller ones I seems that when I hear the grapevine are still pretty shitty, like 10 months. But a couple of the big boys, from what I understand, they're in the 3, 4, 5 months turnaround time. That's what they're averaging. Depends what broker you use. Um, and I would like to think, doubt we are, but I would like to think we get some reasonable treatment. Because do I think that we're the top dog sending the vinyl plant, like one of the bigger plants? No, because Sony and shit sends their stuff too. But I mean, we're not some fucking ham and egger who's never. You know what pisses me? I don't know about pissing me off. It kind of pisses me off now that I'm thinking about it. Is somebody like Sony, granted, okay, they're giving them more business or whatever. I mean, they're literally if they're pressing Britney Spears on vinyl, they're literally sending it to them. And how many units are they pressing on that? I mean, I literally I couldn't even guess. Is it 10,000, 20,000, 5,000? I don't know how many people would that would even buy. It's funny, like that kind of crowd. Hell, even like Michael Jackson and shit, you'll see it at Walmart, like a vinyl record. I'm like, who that listens to Michael Jackson and today? I remember obviously in the '80s, buys vinyl records. Like I've never put it there if you know somebody current, not that grew up in the '80s. Yeah, they bought Thriller on LP in '84 or whatever. No fucking shit. That's the only goddamn format that was around. That's what you bought. You bought a record. But in the 2000s, 2015 up, basically, let's say, who do you know that buys Michael Jackson buys records? Literally, I mean, I've never in my life met somebody. But they make them. I know because I've seen them. I've literally seen them at Walmart and shit. So somebody's pressing that. I'm assuming it's the same fucking plant. But what's annoying is the Sony doing this shit in the early 2000s when we were pressing records. The same fucking plant. These bozos weren't pressing vinyl because the only people kind of pressing vinyl, period, was metal, punk, hardcore, and some kind of like garage rock, pop music and shit like that. That didn't exist on fucking vinyl in the early 2000s. Fuck no, that was as dead as it came. Fucking, it did still exist on CDs, but even those were fading out. That's when everything was really going to digital. You mentioned it. And how do I know too? Is because, hell, we still get it to this day. If we get a new delivery pickup, UPS or whoever they come in, or just a fucking bozo walking, is this the recycling company? Because base down, there's a recycling company. It's goddamn fucking canoe. It says right on the fucking front door, this is not D&L Recycling. And you walk in, you just see walls of records. This a recycling company? Does it look like it? Obviously, first off, you missed the fucking sign. Second off, you walk in, you hear blasting ass fucking devourment, records on the wall. Is this a recycling company? Do you have a fucking brain? That's what I'm wondering. There's that. And on top of that, what they said, you guys got vinyl? They still make records? Dude, I hear that line at least 4 times a year. Easily 4 times a fucking year to this day. So that's the average person. Probably listen to Michael Jackson, right? Or just popular music. They don't even know people still do records. So, damn well fucking Sony wasn't sending shit to these goddamn plants, but they're getting primo fucking treatment. Again, like I said, I like to think we're getting kind of the upper hand of treatment, but I fucking doubt it. Life Eternal was selling out began when then replaced Cliff instead of calling it quits. We talk about Metallica here. I will say this. I mean, granted, I was never a Metallica fanatic, like the first 4 records or whatever. That was always kind of a thing that's. I don't want to beat up on it too hard because I know there's some people that are going to get their fucking pussy up on a knot. But it's always hearing about Cliff the greatest. The only reason people are saying this shit is because the guy's fucking dead. Metallica could be good still with Cliff. No, wouldn't it? Still be sucking. It's just like if Euronymous was still alive. Mayhem would still suck. It's not like that guy wouldn't be listening to metal nowadays, and they'd still be playing commercial fucking ass garbage. Euronymous would be turning in his grave. It's like, granted, I'd like to think so too, but let's call it why would he have been any fucking different? Why would he have been any different than all these other main players, the big boys, the big bands? They all fucking abandoned their sound for the most part, or sold out, or just changed, or went down at the very fucking least. Why wouldn't he have? There's always a slight possibility that he would have, but the odds are against it. If you take all the fucking bands, the odds are highly against it. Cliff, what was so special about fucking Cliff? He was a great bass player. Okay, fair enough, but they still would have been putting out load and shit. The only reason people are saying that is because he's dead. That's it. Same with Dead and Mayhem, like Euronymous, all the guys that are dead. What they say it about? It's the only fucking reason. Like I said, in the one video, especially when it comes to black metal, dude, if it was Dark Channel, the slap nuts black metal. I guarantee you. I'll even give them up to Vobiscum Satanas. Second album, right? Let's say that was the last record they did. Did the first two albums, Secrets of Black Arts, Vobiscum Satanas, and fucking Lord Aramon, a.k.a. Lord Dickamon, from what I've heard. He goes out and he kills himself very brutally. Band's over, done and gone. I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, there's no doubt in my mind, Dark Funeral will be hailed as fucking, Cavalt underground black metal. Only true black metal. It'd be the same fucking category. Just because now they're gone. Second album in the 90s. Guy killed himself fucking, pretty explicitly, or whatever fucking word you want to use to describe the scene. That's it. That's the only goddamn reason. It's the only reason that the shit gets as much hype as it was. Just like, do I think Dead was the best singer for Mayhem? I enjoyed him the most, but it wasn't because he was such a spectacular vocal. What's so special on his vocals? There's nothing that much special. It's just they had the best black metal sound. Attilo kind of had to grow on me. I do like Dave Mysterious, but for the first couple of years, it was kind of like Kermit the Frog. I was like, it's kind of had to grow on me a little bit. It does sound spooky and shit. But it was like, is this what I was like? This is a black metal? Death? Like, what the fuck is this? And then Maniac and Death Crush sounds like a goddamn 3-wheel car. So it was like, it wasn't much competition too. It's like, yeah, Dead's the best, but it's not like because he was this overly specialist vocal. And again, nobody would be saying that. Imagine Dead never killed himself, still alive, and he was still the vocalist to date of Mayhem, saying on Day Mysterious Up. Guarantee nobody would be talking about the guy for the most part. I'm not saying nobody would like Mayhem at all because they like Death Crush like that. He's not even on it. I'm not saying that. But it would not just be looked at, oh, yeah, another black metal band. Norwegian black metal band started around the time of, Burzum Immortal, etc. This is what they talk. It's just be thrown in that pile. It's just because of this fucking, again, just because a lot of these fucking black metal people, it's just about image. It's all it's fucking about. It's super goddamn obvious. But I always kind of threw Cliff in there too. I was like, the guy was still alive. You wouldn't be saying this. Super AJ Dog, question. Have you ever seen clips of a fan made Mortician video game? It's 8-bit graphics with MIDI Mortician music. No, it sounds stupid as fuck, though. It sounds like something I wouldn't like at all, to be honest with you. Godate Tantra, J-Dog, have you checked out the music video for Deep the Flesh, Crown of Souls? One of the best videos, a nice catchy tune. I have not. Again, it will Reduce to Ashes was the last one I kind of semi-know. I stopped paying attention to them after that. I heard one that was way after that. Don't even know which one it was. And I was literally like, I had to recheck the cover. I was like, is this the right disc? Like, did they put the wrong disc in the goddamn in the album? I was like, this literally cannot be Deep the Flesh. I was like, it sounds like nothing even remotely close. And I know Eric was singing on it. Even Eric's voice didn't sound like it. Like, it's compared to somebody, and Breeding the Anthropophagi, Path to Weakening, etc. I'm like, this literally sounds nothing even fucking close. I don't remember which one it was, though. I don't even think I finished it, to be honest with you. I think I've listened to a few songs and been like, oh, this sucks. I shut off and I was done. Ragnavius Snorgoborg. Holy fucking shitski, brah. God damn, get a better user ID. I can't read that shit. Sweet, on the third comment, J-Dog. Have you ever taken LSD, question marks? I think listening to Deicide on acid is awesome. I have not. I listen to Deicide completely sober, and it's just as awesome. Mike Violet, J-Dog, question. When is the last time you watched Forrest Gump? Probably sometime in my 20s. I don't even know if I watched it in entirety. I think it was at a kind of like a family dinner or something. It was on the background. So you didn't watch the whole thing. I think I left after the when he's at war scene and he saves his what do they call it, sergeant or boss or whatever the military. The guy gets his legs blown off. I think it was around that part. I've seen it in its entirety when I was like, I don't know, 15, 16. Seen it in its entirety once. And then, yeah, bits of my. So technically 1.5 times is all I've ever seen it. But I got the gist of it. I didn't think it was a bad movie or nothing. It's definitely, I remember it was a long movie. it was, it is what it was. You know what I mean? Chris Howard, has Metallica ever even uttered the word Satan in their music? Question mark. I don't think so. Any imagery? Question mark. Fuck no. You'll see canoes on the cover before that happens. Yeah, but I mean that's kind of what they were going for too. Back then it was just kind of like a instead of using the word punkers for punk, is kind of some thrashers, just long. They at least looked like metalheads though, especially Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, like back in the '80s. Again, we're talking before kind of like extreme music, or extreme music was in its extreme infancy. I mean, what else did you have? Like the first Bathory record, Hellhammer demos. Venom's still new. I mean, it's in its extreme fucking infancy. Possessed doesn't even exist yet. I mean, maybe they kind of do with their demos, but it's not like, most people in what metal music's look like by even people in the underground, but definitely by the outsiders looking in. They fit the fucking bill. You know what I mean? Ripped up clothes. Uh, I think wearing band shirts. I would hope so. But long hair. You know what I mean? So they kind of fit that. Their whole thing wasn't to look like goddamn Euronymous and Mayhem, you know what I mean? And that image, but nobody was really doing that yet, except Bathory was just starting to, and let's say Venom, and let's say King Diamond. Yeah, basically three people, and I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. But what I'm saying is that it was not the norm by any fucking stretch. So I give them a pass on that. Now, when that load came out, and they're wearing suits with their hair cut, and they're just being professional, fucking, we're going to the Oscars, goddamn bullshit. Yeah, lost fucking traitors. That was a different fucking story. But in the '80s, I think they look like thrashers. I mean, I had nothing wrong with that. I'll cut them that much slack. But then, yeah, as we concluded, fucking goddamn, um, fuck's the front man's name? The annoying goddamn fucking gay looking biker guy, Hetfield. Yeah, he's annoying as piss looking now, but back in the day, he fit the bill. Doesn't fit it now. Doubt listens to fucking metal, and didn't like his new crappy album. Comments, questions, concerns, you know the way to do. Put it in the comment box, get an answer for in the morning. Later, goddamn it.